Beer, power tools, and Dan Moore. Find out what these have in common next on Velocity Live.
And you can dance for inspiration.
Good evening, everybody. On a night where the Ducks finally decided to be a baseball team, we are Velocity Live. If you're still awake and you want to give us a call on this Friday night, we'll take those calls at 955-5400. That's 955-5400. And remember, as always, you can email us anytime from anywhere at velocitylr@aol.com. And, of course, our official website will be chock full of information once it's updated. www.velocitylive.com. Hey, speaking of the website on my left tonight, the man who takes such great care of that aforementioned website. Oh, by the way, did I forget to mention on Paul Verderosa?
You didn't.
I think they know by now. Anyway, he's the man with the ponytail, the jack of all trades, who still can master some of them, Mr. John Mulaney. Good evening to you, sir.
What's going on?
Not much. How you doing?
I'm hanging in there.
Ready to go?
Yeah.
All right. We kind of got to put a move on. I was told that we got to put a move on and be out by a certain time tonight, thanks to a certain engineer who shall remain nameless.
Okay.
And on my right, the girl who's come dressed for winter even though it's the middle of summer. She keeps the guys in check here at Velocity. It always has her pulse on the entertainment world. Say hello to Carrie Dillon. Good evening to you, Carrie.
Hey, what's up?
How are you?
I'm freezing. I'm like in a sweatshirt and a skirt.
It's good for you, though.
It's 65 degrees in the studio.
Actually, it's 67. It was 63, and I turned it up.
You just turned it up now?
I turned it up before, but I think John got to it again.
He got to it again, and then I just put it up to 65.
Exactly. And, of course, on the other side of the glass, the man who is engrossed in the Jets game that they are blowing right now, the man who waded through the clips of the Ducks game for little or no money, at least that's the way he tells it, the man who makes his beer and belt sanders, which caused him to have a little injury. Say hello to Mr. Dan Moore, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening to you, Daniel.
Yeah, good evening. There was no alcohol involved with the belt sanding.
So this was just a new Yankee Workshop faux pas.
Sure, yeah.
What happened?
He went for a manicure with a belt sander.
I was sanding something down on my Delta belt sander. Yeah, give them a plug for hurting me.
And what happened?
And the belt sander just kind of ripped a piece of wood, and it ripped my hand and wrenched my hand down to the thing. And I turned to my brother and went, So now there's blood on my garage floor.
Is this blood good?
There's blood on
This can't be good.
Well, we're all happy that you still have your finger.
Yeah.
It's the important finger, too. It's the pointing finger.
Yeah, so you can point to me and be like, you need to be out by 11:50. You can't go long tonight. Coming up this hour.
He's a hater today.
Yes. Coming up this hour with...
You need to stop the hate mobile.
Coming up this hour one more time is... I'm telling you, we're going past that. I don't care. Coming up this hour, is there a Dancing with the Stars rematch up ahead? In the not-so-distant future, we'll let you know. Madonna celebrated her 47th birthday in a hospital, and it wasn't entertaining the boys. So we'll let you know why she was there. That's why we're doing Madonna music, too, so we'll get into that a little bit later on. Another former American Idol contestant signs a record deal. We'll let you know who. Grandma, if she's still coherent, we'll check in from Exit 30 as she does each and every week.
Grandma's probably on her fourth box of no-dos right
probably,
now.
Out like... Actually, no, my grandmother stays up late, so she might call in. Carrie has her pulse on the entertainment world as usual, so her news report will be coming up. We'll take a little quiz called Who's More Likely To? And all the answers will either be men or women. Playgirl seems to think they know a little bit about what women want. We'll check out the survey that's been highly publicized. But first, we're going to answer a question that was near and dear to these two guys' hearts when I told them that we were going to cover it tonight. And that was, who gets drunk faster, women or men?
Women, definitely.
Carrie says women. Carrie sounds like she's speaking from experience on that one.
Never. I am sweet and innocent. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Okay.
Dan?
Oh, definitely women.
Dan knows that he's hanging out in the bar scene.
Yeah, woman.
I'm going to say women, too, because I've had a few women that I've been out with that have gotten a little tipsy, and it's been a little bit fun following that.
Figures.
No. But the facts
Way
are...
to take advantage of the girls there.
Listen, I learned a long time ago, never mess around with a drunk woman because you never know what's going to happen afterwards. John's going to agree with me on that one, right?
You've no idea where to go on that one. No thanks.
But the facts are that even though a woman's body might be smaller than a man's, They have a higher ratio of fat to water, so they reach a higher blood alcohol concentration after a single drink, more than men.
Yeah. Well,
So women get drunk faster,
yes.
you're saying.
Women do get drunk
right.
And you pee a hell of a lot more.
As a woman?
And we have to wait for a
Women
bathroom.
have no bladder. They forget about it, man.
Because when you start to feel it, you have to pee. You have to pee.
I'm
sorry, that's just how it is.
Wait a minute. Now maybe she ain't so sweet and innocent. Wait a second now. You're backing yourself into a corner. What's in that water bottle of yours tonight?
It's water. Strictly water.
Dan, go ahead.
Gray Ghost.
Yeah, great. So, Dan, can you handle your alcohol or what?
Yeah, I can handle it, but I have to pee like a racehorse.
Thank
you.
you.
You guys saw me before during the Ducks game.
Yeah,
I brought him back, and I went jetting down the hallway because I had to pee. That's what I do when I'm drinking.
Well, you were drinking during the time.
No.
Drinking on the job, right over the air.
What you saw me do just once,
yes,
I'm doing like 10 times when I'm drinking.
That's the problem with drinking is, you're fine until you take that first pee and then you do.
Oh, yeah.
Once
I always try to hold that
feel,
first
you're
one
done.
in, but then
Done.
I go, I'm either going to pee myself or I have to go to the bathroom, so.
You can drink 3 6-packs, you take 1 pee, and you're peeing 3 times a beer.
Dan darted by, too, when we were sitting in the production studio, and I'm like, and they're off. There goes Dan. And John's like, what is he doing? I'm like, Ducks game must be in between innings. I'm like, Dan's running.
Yeah, I brought him back to like the 7th inning or something. Was like, all right, there's a pitching change. They got to read a lot of crap for this, so I have time.
Yeah.
There you go. He has it down too, son?
Yeah. It also says that enzymes play a role because a study published in the New England Journal of Medicine back in 1990 found that in women, levels of gastric alcohol, a compound that breaks down alcohol, are on average nearly half what they are in men. So it also found that the amount of alcohol that's metabolized after its first passage through a woman's body, liver, and stomach is 23% of what it is in men. As a result, other studies show women who drink heavily develop cirrhosis and other alcohol-induced conditions sooner than male drinkers. It's always fun when you see, like, an old woman that's, like, been a drunk her whole life, and she's sitting, like, on the stool all bitter. Like, don't you know who I am, honey?
You know, like, guys get, like, that big, round, bulbous nose, but ladies get the crap kicked out of them from drinking and partying, man.
I know. We get the crap kicked out of us for everything. We have to give birth. We get all these different diseases that you guys have nothing that you even, like you don't even know what they are.
Well, the silver lining, though, in all of this is that women who do indulge in a drink or two a day have a lower rate of heart attacks than those who prefer their drinks alcohol-free.
Well, they've said that with anybody who drinks.
Yeah, wine, right?
Yeah, 5 ounces of wine is because the flavonoids in it.
See?
Look at Dan. Dan is like, what the hell is a flavonoid?
I know.
Flavonoids.
Somebody uses really big words sometimes,
Wine,
and I just
all the
feel
time.
stupid.
Wine and really good chocolate actually produce this chemical reaction in the body, which helps actually purify and clean the blood out.
So is that what you've been indulging on?
I wish.
Dan's like, I'm not drinking wine. Wine's a sissy drink, man.
Good.
I want my beer.
A good Bordeaux is good for you.
Bordeaux. What are you, a chick?
Yeah, man.
Bordeaux. As he says as he opens up his Snapple R&J.
Snapple, give us money.
He's doing a cheap plug for Snapple. At Snapple, you are listening to Velocity Live. You're on 540 AM WLIE and on the web at WLIE.com and VelocityLive.com. I'm only plugging them because the website stood up this week from LIE, which means Verizon was actually on the ball.
Yeah, what was up with that, man?
I don't know. Verizon's supposed to come in again on Monday to work on ISDN lines, so stay tuned. You might just want to go to VelocityLive.com instead of LIE.com. Dan just looked at me with that look like, oh, man, I got to work Monday. Things better work.
Yeah, I got to press the button and talk, but yeah.
So go to VelocityLive.com. Give us a call, 955-5400. And I guess the first segment we're talking about women, so we might as well get to this survey that was published online by Playgirl. And it was a survey of 2,000 Playgirl readers, which I'm assuming hopefully are all women that took this survey and not men. And it talks about what U.S. women like, and it said that that the women like their men a little rough around the edges. So Dan, you're in business. You're a little rough around the edges, right?
Sure.
There you go. I mean, look at Dan. Loves his beer, his NASCAR.
True.
Got his hat on, his T-shirt. That's rough around the edges. No shave.
Burly.
Yeah, burly. That's the word I was looking for. Burly. I couldn't think of the word. Very good. The survey was to determine what it was that women really wanted in a mate, and it found that 58% of them preferred a slightly sexy build, while a surprising 42% said love handles were kind of sexy.
Well, they can clown Lord Magic Mountain over here.
John's got enough love to go around for everybody with that body.
I got like big tower grips.
Wow. So come on, what do you dig? Are you in the 58 or the 42,
I'm
Princess?
in the 58, I would say. I would have to say.
Yeah, Carrie just wants a guy with abs and a six-pack.
I'm sorry, I was spoiled in Cancun.
Oh,
The guys there
man.
are so hot. No, but,
man.
you know, personality's a plus, too. You know
Well,
what I'm saying?
50. Well, let's go on a little bit just to say, as far as all that goes, 51% of the women said no to a guy with any kind of hair on his body. 47% said a little is okay.
I would say a little is okay. You can't, like, I don't know. Like, when a guy, like, I don't know.
what? When
a guy like what?
It takes so much effort just to make sure, like, everything is, like...
What? There?
It's kind of...
What, hair? HB?
What?
You want the hairy back?
No, I don't want that. Hell no.
Well, what do you join? What do you want
I'm
here?
saying, like, I like someone who takes care of himself, obviously. And smooth skin is a plus, too. But you don't have to be obsessed over it. But not, you know what I mean?
We're just trying to figure out where you're going with this.
Oh. Pass.
The metrosexuals that were so heralded just a couple of years ago are definitely out this year with an overwhelming 73% saying they like their men a little rough around the edges. Only 4% told the survey that the size of a man's wallet figures into affairs of the heart. Now, are you after their wallet, sweetheart?
Of course not.
A little shy smile as she says.
But I would like someone who could be, like, independent and, like, buy me stuff, you know? Like, be the man in the relationship, you know?
Go for it,
But
John.
I don't need everything bought for me. I mean, it would be nice. But I don't need it.
And the survey shows that the guy who's most attractive to the readers is not your average Hollywood hunk or the latest musical sensation. In fact, it's the average Joe who came up on top. They're practical about their choices, the women, and they're smart. Well, at least that means there's hope for me. What about you?
I'm still screwed, man.
Dan's like, just girls and beer and NASCAR, and I'm not even awake because I just went through that long Ducks game and could care less and don't want to stand there. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
That's what I figured.
You should just put that on whatchamacallit.
Yeah.
Split
Just
play,
go right to
because you're always
Enco.
like,
Yeah.
you need to stop the hate mobile.
We're coming up to a break here on Velocity Live. Here on Island Talk 540 AM WLIE and on the web at velocitylive.com and LIE.com. And last week, we had the opportunity to meet the man behind the music in Velocity's good friend, Ciro DiLorenzo. He sat right there next to John. John's spread out now tonight because Ciro's not here. Ciro's music can currently be heard in the States and internationally on satellite radio, and we're proud to have him aboard here on Velocity. If you'd like more information about Ciro and his CD and where you can purchase it, visit It's time for me to write new copy. Listen, Ciro debuted a new song last week. It was called Little Flower. It was pretty good. We're going to play it for you right now. Go to velocitylive.com, click on the Ciro DiLorenzo link. It'll take you to everything you want to know about Ciro, everything about his history. Play the song Little Flower. Velocity Live returns on the other side of the break. You are listening to Velocity Live here on Island Talk 540 AM, WLIE, and on the web at WLIE and VelocityLive.com. Paul Verderosa, Carrie Dillon, John Mulaney, Dan Moore. A little more Madonna music in celebration of her falling off her horse for her 47th birthday. And Carrie will talk about that a little bit later on when we get to news. It was nice, though, that Madonna was in the hospital and not to entertain any kind of boys or give them a rise, if you know what I'm saying. Well, before we get to the Dancing with the Stars dance-off, which I think is just so bitter on John O'Hurley's part, we're going to get to a touchy subject right now, which I didn't even know we were going to do until about 3 minutes ago, until John said the following.
Call Vinny Mafia.
Yes. And for those of you who don't know who Vinny Mafia is, Vinny Mafia was supposed to be the fourth member of our ensemble here on Velocity Live, and for reasons that were beyond our control, Vinny and the show could not come up with an agreement, and Vinny was not able to join us here live in studio. Vinny was supposed to be doing some of the web work
Yeah.
for the show. And what happened?
I don't know.
Is that cookie really good? John's like eating these soft back chunk cookies right now in front of everyone.
My cardiologist,
Yeah, exactly, right?
This is why John's in the hospital every other week.
Yeah, blame it on 7-Eleven and the soft batch cookies.
At least we have something
Now-
to talk about.
Yeah. Now, Vinny was supposed to do the web work and his computer crapped out, according to him, and John's been doing the work of two people.
I don't know. Is he on the phone?
I don't know. Dan's trying to get in touch with him now. We've given Dan Vinny's magic number, and Dan's shaking his head. Is it ringing? It's ringing, but he's not answering. No.
He's hiding under a rock right now.
And Dan hung up. Or is he giving it to us? What's he doing?
It was forwarded to an automated voicemail system.
That's all right. We would have left him a message.
Well, I didn't know that.
How long have you been here with us? How long?
You guys just told me during that song, call this number. I didn't know what you guys want. I didn't even know his name until I had to ask you, who am I calling?
Ooh.
You think you would know by now.
I feel a bit of a hostility here in the studio.
Well, you know what?
Come on, fight it out. I'll be the what is that called? What is the
Oh, man. That would be the guy in the striped shirt.
The referee?
Thank you.
The moderator?
No, not the referee, not the broadcaster, but what is that called?
The announcer?
The announcer. I'll be the announcer for people who don't have the webcam. Come on. Let's see what you got.
I don't know.
Y'all haters in here.
Dan just ruined the bit.
You need to stop the hate mobile.
He just ruined the bit. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Let's move on. We shouldn't dwell on these little
Well, I don't know.
things.
Well, anyway, it's a moot point now because we were going to leave him a message, but we figured we'd goof on him a little bit.
Yeah, because he's been like the Houdini. And he actually did turn into Houdini.
Why do you say that?
He dropped the ball, he screwed up, and now we can't find him.
Yeah, there's a whole story that goes into him.
He will show up to lose more money to you in cards.
Not this weekend because he's working.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
They own him, don't they?
I guess so. I don't know what he does. He makes all this money. I just don't know where it goes.
What is he, in Nyack or Albany now?
I'm thinking he's in Jersey, I think, still.
Next week it's
I think he's in Jersey. I don't know where he is. But you know what? Enough of him because I just can't deal with it. He don't even answer his phone either.
We'll abuse him later.
Yeah, he's probably playing a free role. ABC announced yesterday that John O'Hurley and my girl, Kelly Monaco, will face off in a rematch of this season's finale of Dancing with the Stars to help resolve the controversy that surrounded the end of the show. And we all know what happened, of course, John.
I think it's a good thing.
I don't. In a press release that started with the sentence, "In the spirit of good-natured competition, Monaco and her partner, Alex Mazzo, will compete against O'Hurley and Charlotte Jorgensen on a 90-minute special, which will air September 20th, called Dancing with the Stars, Dance Off."
Or was it just to appease John O'Hurley?
That's what it was. I mean, come on. Is anybody in this room, show of hands, buying the good-natured part?
No, I'm not buying it.
And not a hand went up.
If anything, it's ABC saying, hey, you know what, we can make more money out of this, and it's just more people tuning in.
Well, it was so clear. And it was so evident that O'Hurley was so bummed out, too, when he lost that competition to her.
What it was is that everybody I've talked to said the same thing, that they were kicking butt. And then in the last day, the other team just came out of nowhere.
Well, it's so funny because as soon as they won the competition, the rumor started right away that Monaco won because she stars on an ABC soap, General Hospital, and the judges favored her because it was the station.
I tried watching General Hospital today for the first time in years.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've been watching Days of Our Lives, but I've been watching that for years.
I didn't know what the hell was going on, so I had to turn it off.
Well, it's no fun anymore without the old Carly either.
Yeah.
The new Carly's just not as good looking as the old Carly. But, what? You've never watched a soap opera in your life?
I did. I got into it like a while ago. But then if you don't watch it, it's hard to get into it because it ends in the beginning of,
I used to watch it when Leslie Charleston was young.
God bless SoapNet.
Yeah.
If I didn't have SoapNet, I wouldn't watch soap operas because they replay them like 96 times a day.
Oh.
I can watch Days of Our Lives at 10 a.m. from the episode of the day before, or 7 p.m. for that night. Sunday nights it's on for 4 hours.
Seems like
Jackie Zeman will be young forever on SoapNet.
What?
Jackie Zeman will be young
she'll
forever.
Be forever young on SoapNet. Absolutely. Absolutely. But getting back to it, ABC announced that each couple will dance a Latin number, a ballroom number, and a freestyle number. But here's the twist now, because obviously they're buying into the rumors, that the judges will be there, and it's going to be the same judges, but a la American Idol, only the viewers' votes will count, not the judges' opinions.
Well, that's good.
So the results show will air 2 days later on September 22nd. John O'Hurley will win a tainted contest, and then he can run around all proud of himself and go, I outdanced Kelly Monaco with the stupid faces that he makes.
You don't know. He might lose this one.
I hope he loses again. I was going over to the garbage pail, so come join me. And that's another thing I want to touch on, too, very briefly, as I throw this paper out.
What's up with that?
Does anybody notice that the station, and this is intended for Stuart Henry or anybody who's listening, Gwen, Helen, I don't care who's listening, does anybody know that this place is a dump? That this place is nothing but short of the Fresh Kills landfill?
Oh, boy.
Now, the last time I physically worked in this building was Tuesday. I think that's the last time that the cleaning crew was here. Every garbage pail in this place is overflowing.
We love you, Stuart.
Overflowing.
No, usually in the past, it's been pretty clean around here.
I don't know what's going on. Now, I know that there was a new cleaning crew that came in this week. I don't know what they're cleaning.
Yeah, they would forget. Well, one day I had to kick them out of here because they were making noise in here. I was trying to edit clips for the Ducks game. I was like, you can't be in here. But they'll come in, they'll get one garbage can and leave the other. So I'll come in, they'll come in say they come in on Friday night. When I come back on Monday, the can will just be like, crap all over the floor. Or somebody's put their foot in it to try to stomp it down. Yeah, and rip the bag open.
I'm telling you.
The last 2 weeks, this room has been bad the last 2 weeks.
The bathroom looks like a pigsty.
It's not normal cleaning people. I don't know who these people are.
The bathroom looks like a pigsty down here. This close one right here. The kitchen is a complete disaster because nobody here at LIE knows how to clean. I guarantee you that.
Well,
I don't care who it is.
We cleaned the kitchen last.
Yeah, the last time we cleaned the kitchen is when I spilled 5 goddamn gallons of water on the floor, and that's the cleanest the kitchen's ever been. The lifestyle studio, forget it with those pigs, forget it. The food that's piled up in there and is overflowing in there is ridiculous. And then they wonder why there's bugs crawling around in here. I come in here today.
We're getting a little graphic here, people.
I come in here today, and the morning show, who are the biggest bunch of pisses, the morning show.
Hey, what's up? I got
They
out
leave
here.
notes all over the place. Don't touch the computers. Don't touch the chairs. Don't touch Amanda Clark's personal stash that she's got her freaking more stuff here than she's got in her own apartment.
Got her boozed hair dryer.
Don't touch any of this. Meanwhile, I come in here, right? I come in here this afternoon. There are 4 chairs lined up on this side. This mic is on the floor half broken again. The table is pulled out. This chair is broken back here. There's styrofoam cups on the floor. Amanda's got her freaking nose tweezer plugs
what
here.
Is this?
I don't know what this is. Hold that up so people can see that.
Are these for cutting like nose hairs or something?
They could be for cutting her eyebrows.
Well, that would work because didn't you see her one morning actually?
Yeah, she does a whole bunch of like beauty stuff over here.
Yeah, it's like the Avon show, and then it's 93 degrees to boot in here. Now I don't agree with the Ducks with much, but David Weiss has complained about the heat before, and he should because you walk in here, it's 82 degrees in here. Now I don't know if she's trying to.
Except for now because it's 65.
It's better than being 82. I don't know if she's trying to roast herself or what she's trying to do. It's like a rolled roast for Christ's sake. But listen. I'm telling you, this place is a dump. I'm hoping by Monday it's going to be cleaned because everything is overflowing. I cleaned the studio today. I want Mark Goldman to know. I want Stuart to know. I want Gwen to know that I cleaned this studio today. And I don't clean much, but I clean this studio because I'll be damned if I'm going to do my show in a pigsty.
I'm going to mark this one as tirade number 2.
You're listening to Velocity Live on WLIE. Sorry about that, people,
I thought she was going to finish the ID. You're listening to Velocity Live here on 540 AM WLIE and on the web at WLIE and VelocityLive.com. 955-5400. We're going to come back in just a minute. And when we come back on the other side of the breaks, we're going to take the Who's More Likely quiz. We'll get to your calls at 955-5400. We'll talk a little American Idol news. Kerry's got the news. Stay tuned. We've got a really good show coming up for you the rest of the way. Velocity returns on the other side of the break. John's floating in the atmosphere. And you're listening to Velocity Live here on Island Talk 540 AM, WLIE. And on the web at WLIE.com and VelocityLive.com. Your disgruntled host, Paul Verderosa, Kerry Dillon, John Mulaney. Mr. Dan Moore is on the other side of the glass. And we're taking your calls at 955-5400. 5400. And I see Mr. Joey Biff has joined us. Joe Biff,
Oh, boy.
what's going on, brother?
Hey, what's happening there?
How you doing?
Oh, loving it. Nice to see you.
Thank you very much. Listen, I heard you're going to give us a little Goldman before you head back down
I'm
the hall.
here. Well, she's right here, this gold member. She was looking for him.
So come on now. Listen now, Mark Goldman is here in the mornings and all, and he usually gives Dan a hard time about the studio being dirty, which amazes me because the morning show makes the most mess. So why don't you give us a little Mark Goldman? Thank you, Joe. Joey Biff, ladies and gentlemen, giving us a little Mark Goldman here on Velocity Live. Thank you, brother. Love it, love it, love it.
You know,
all right.
Nobody is safe around us.
No, 955-5400. Let's take a call on line 4. She's hanging in there. She's still awake. She's still with us. Ladies and gentlemen, off exit 30, let's say hello to my grandmother. Grandma, how are you?
Okay, how you doing?
Good. How we doing tonight?
All right. How's everybody there?
Good. Hanging in there.
Good. Hi. I was telling Dan, we're not picking up too much of your show tonight. For some reason, we're getting double station and all.
Oh.
Wow.
So you were ragging on the whole place. I might as well rag
What's
too.
the other station?
Wow. Thank you, Grandma. That's another thing to add to the arsenal.
Get the call letters for the other stations so I know where to send the bomb later.
Yeah, right. I don't know. It's hard to pick. It's just like all staticky and like you could hear all different voices, and so it's kind of hard to listen. So I said, let me just quick give you a call. I don't want you to think that I wasn't listening.
Amazing.
Or trying.
Amazing. Well, we do appreciate it.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, well, you guys take care.
All right. We'll talk to you soon.
Have a nice weekend.
Have a nice weekend.
You too.
All right.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
And there's my outro music for Grandma.
Yeah, let us know where to send the backpack.
I'm telling you. You know what? This is crazy. I don't know why I get myself so worked up for it. It's totally crazy. What else do you expect?
Let's play that game.
Oh yeah, let's do that, please. Let's take the who is more likely to quiz. And
I'm ready for this.
I'm going to ask you a couple of questions here, and the answer to the question is either going to be men or women. Now, I do have the answers and some stats to back me up on it. So this is a real survey. This is a real survey, and the first question is, who is more likely to marry after divorce, men or women?
Women.
Men.
Dan, did you hear that question? Who is most likely to marry after divorce, men or women?
I'll say men.
The answer? Even though women are creatures of habit and they like to have things in order, the answer is men, because men miss that companionship, and men also want somebody to take care of them because they don't want to be alone.
There you go.
And
who's going to clean my dirty laundry?
Quite ironically, we have to stop the quiz, though, quite ironically, because I did not plan this, I did not time this, but somebody who knows about this subject, and it's very ironic that this question came up, who is more likely to marry after divorce? My dad is on line 5. Pops!
What's up?
How are you?
What are you doing?
You finally got the site. You're listening in.
Yeah, listen.
Yes.
You said you cleaned up. The garbage pail behind you looks pretty full.
Well, our plan is this. We're going to take the garbage pails, and we're going to leave them all in the hallway lined up so the cleaning crew can actually see that they're there. And I guarantee you when I come in Monday, it'll be worse.
God.
He's laughing hysterical because he knows. He's looking at us on camera, waving hello. So what's going on?
Not much. You were just waving on camera?
Yeah, well, there's a 30-second delay at this station, so wait a while and you'll see it.
Oh, okay.
You'll see it. Go ahead.
Yeah. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, you're right.
So what do you think so far? Is this the first time you're listening in?
Yeah, because remember last time I went on the wrong site?
Yes, my father went on the wrong website. He went on to the radio station I used to work for.
I have a question. Are you Grandma from Exit 30s? Is this your dad? Is this your grandma's son?
There you go. You got it out.
Yeah?
Dad, you want to answer that?
Your son is on the hate mobile. Just to let you know, Mr. Roderosa.
You're pretty quick, huh?
Wow, Daddy ripping on you. Ooh.
You need to stop the hate mobile. Thank you, Dan.
Boy.
Well, if it was his grandmother and I'm his father, that would mean that that's my mother, no?
Well, it could be his mother's mother.
Oh, you didn't think about that. She got you there.
Yeah, but she knows eggs at 30. Oh, no, she don't know.
No, she doesn't know names. No.
Yeah, right.
All right, there you go.
I figured it out.
Jeez, it runs in the
30
family.
is one grandmother, eggs at 32
Randy,
is the other
stick up for
grandmother.
me.
So you're enjoying the show, I hope.
Yeah, it's good.
All right,
Yeah, it's
cool.
good. Not bad.
Very good. Where were you last night, by the way, before we get moving on here?
Last night.
Last night you were supposed to come down, hang out. You didn't come down.
I was tired when I got home.
Yeah, I figured.
was
All right.
So, your grandmother call you yet?
Yes. Didn't you hear?
No, I didn't hear it.
No, they probably had him on hold, but he goes, listen.
No, he was calling up at the, I don't know. Just we need a new station. So,
They need somebody to come in and clean the garbage.
yeah.
That's it, man.
All right, Pops.
All right.
All right, we'll talk to you soon.
You got
Keep
it.
calling us. Hang in there.
All right.
Yes,
Bye.
that was Paul's father. That was his father.
Fajer.
Give me a little Goldman before you leave. Come on, you can't run in here and not do a Goldman.
Yeah, but you see, there's no pleasing you.
Come
There's
on.
no pleasing
Come
you.
on.
I can't hear you. He's got the headphones.
Goldman. Tell him I need a little more Goldman.
Well, listen, the government coming in.
I love it.
It's like,
there you go. Love it, love it. And Mark's a good guy,
Is that
too,
what
but I love
people?
it.
Is that what people wake up to in the morning?
I don't even know. We got to get back to this. Come on, we're just
All right,
like
come
all
on,
over the
so
place. Yeah.
what else you got in this game?
Who is more likely to develop a sexually transmitted disease, men or women? Carrie?
Probably women.
Dan?
I'll say men.
John?
Both.
Well, even though men are more sexually active, women, because of their bodies, and
women,
they can...
Women are like a bacterial farm,
Yes,
man.
because they can harbinger the germs a lot longer, and things can build up inside that body of theirs.
Think about it. They can get anything. Eating sushi is bad for a woman, you know.
Yeah, so they can definitely develop that disease. Who's more likely to be on a diet, men or women?
Oh, women.
Dan?
Women. I shouldn't even have to answer
John?
this.
You know, more likely to be on a diet.
Yes, at any time.
I'm going to go on a limb here and say men.
The answer is women. At any given time, 44% of
Figures.
women are on a diet, while it's only opposed to 29% of men.
Yeah, but they don't abide by it.
Women
Like,
aren't.
I always say I'm on a diet, but I'll still have, like, chocolate and stuff
They're in the
like
closet.
that.
I'm supposed to be on a low cholesterol diet, and at times I am, but then I cheat
You know,
like
women
hell.
don't diet. I mean, they tell you they're dieting, then they go in the bathroom and they shove fingers down their throat, and it's
No,
the bulimia twins
not everyone.
popping out, man.
Mary Kate and Ashley.
Yeah, there you go.
No, that's
Who
not
is
everyone.
more likely to be colorblind, men or women?
Men.
Dan?
Yeah, man.
John?
I'm going to go against you and say woman.
Women don't get colorblind.
No way.
I'm serious. 8% of men,
Oh, I guess
which
it's just
equals
blind.
9 million men, which is a lot, are colorblind. But women, the ratio is barely 1% because women aren't colorblind.
Because
See,
women
look,
aren't
their
colorblind.
rods are always up, you know.
Who is more likely to speed while driving? Men or women?
Huh.
And this is a nationwide survey.
Men.
Woman.
Men.
Men, women.
I want to say
No,
women
actually.
because they'll flirt and get out of the ticket.
58% of men speed at any given time, 48% of women. You guys are wrong.
Oh, man.
Ooh, I'm doing
I
good.
am-
I just missed the
Hey,
first
I had a
one.
reason why I chose women.
Who is more likely to be diagnosed with prostate cancer, men or women?
Men.
Man.
Oh, that was a trick question. You all got it right. I was hoping somebody was going to be like, wait, women have prostate?
Woman.
All right, quickly. Who is more likely to complete 4 years of college, men or women? Carrie?
I don't. I would say men. I think.
Dan?
men are good.
I'm gonna go with women.
Men. The woman get knocked up and got to drop out of college,
Women
man.
are more likely to. As a matter of
Oh,
fact, in most
really?
recent surveys, women and white and Hispanic women have gotten more 4-year degrees than white or Hispanic men in the same
Wow.
time frame. And the same goes true
Well,
for black women
Most
over
Hispanic
black men.
men are out
Cool.
behind 7-Eleven.
They're probably across the street now if you want to go check them out.
Day laborer.
Yeah, they're probably over there. All right, couple more. Who is more likely to recycle, men or women?
Women.
Women.
I'm a whore when it comes to this. Actually, I can't say I'm obsessively compulsive about this.
So am I about the box.
Men.
It's women. I'm sorry to burst your bubble.
Damn
Women are
it,
more
man.
likely to recycle. Who is more likely to smoke, men or women?
Women.
I'll say men.
Men.
25.7% of women 21.7% of men. And that survey
I
was a
got it
couple of
right.
years old. Yeah, that survey was about 3 years old,
know.
so I don't know what's changed in that time frame. And finally, before we go to break, who is more likely to commit suicide? Men or women?
Men.
Men.
Dan?
Women.
Men.
Men.
I only missed one.
The number is more prevalent in men over 75. How sad is that?
Wow. Men are so
that's
weak when it
sad.
comes to...
Maybe it's because they lose, like, their wife or something.
That's part of it. I think part of not wanting to die old and alone is another.
Yeah.
Some of them end up contracting some kind of disease, and they just decide to put themselves
In
out.
some ways, men are a lot weaker emotionally than females are.
That's what I was thinking.
We weren't coddled properly. We're told by daddy to go kick the crap out of somebody instead of being hugged by mommy instead of being told it's okay.
That moment was brought to you by Velocity Live.
Yes.
And we're going to go to a break here on Velocity Live, here on 540 AM WLIE, and on the web at Velocity Live and WLIE.com. I am just all over the place.
It's Wacky Friday, man.
Yeah,
I'm telling
it's
you.
your feel-good Friday, and unfortunately I'm not feeling anybody up.
Oh.
Velocity returns with Kerry's News on the other side of the break. If you've ever considered announcing or ever dreamed of being an announcer, then look no further than the John Mulaney School of Announcing. That's right. This great co-host of Velocity Live will teach you all you need to know about the announcing industry. Learn how to yell into a microphone.
Get your crying towels out. The duck's lost to the surf. I finally learned how to use a telephone, and this is Velocity Live.
Learn to have your serious side.
Today is July 15, 2005, and Dan the Man Moore is not a happy camper. Find out why next on Velocity Live.
Learn to laugh a little.
Last week, 1 out of 2 grandmas approved of our radio show. Find out next on LI.
Learn to talk with your microphone off. And most of all, learn to never let them see you sweat.
All right there, America. It's time for another wild and raucous radio show brought to you from Velocity Live. Oh, boy.
So if announcing is what you're looking for, and it's what you aspire to be, then look no further, friends, than the John Mulaney School of Advertising, brought to you by Velocity Live. Contact John at 955-5400 or email him at velocitylr@aol.com. Yeah, you're listening to Velocity Live here on Island Talk, 540 AM, WLIE, and on the web at WLIE and VelocityLive.com. Paul Verderosa, Dan Moore, Kerry Dillon, John Mulaney, and we're celebrating Madonna tonight because she fell off her horse on her 47th birthday. And with more on the reason why she fell off that horse, here's Kerry Dillon and the news. What's in the news, Kerry?
Well, I don't know if it's a sign, but Madonna, Madonna not faring so well on her birthday. Instead of enjoying her 47th home relaxing with the fam, the star ended up at a nearby hospital after falling off an while going for a ride with her assistant. She suffered 3 cracked ribs and a broken collarbone and hand. Inquiring minds are curious if she'll get back on the horse. And her rep says, knowing her, she'll be riding next week. She is a fearless girl.
Well, she's already gotten back on her husband. Why not the horse?
Oh,
I want to ride the horse.
I'm just thinking, like, this girl's probably making a mountain out of a molehill, and Christina fell and really got hurt, and we talked to her. And, like, you know, Madonna falls off a horse acting all stupid.
Who was the one that used to sleep with a horse? Which princess was that, a queen or something?
Kerry, what else you got? I have no idea where that was coming from. What else do you have?
Well, after 2 years of dating, the power team of Demi and Ashton are still going strong.
Dummy Moore. Go ahead.
Hey. The couple just came back from a retreat at the Wakaya Club Resort where they indulged in couple massages, room service, and strolled along the island's coast. Does the couple have marriage in mind? Demi says it's right there with everything we would like to share with one another. We truly desire to expand our family.
Oh, boy. Those two
So I think wedding bells and little crying babies.
I don't think you'll see them
to
get
be
married.
expected. Really?
They like to lay together naked in bed and make it a joyous
They are-
experience.
they
They don't
are-
want to get married anytime
They
soon.
I don't know. She's like...
They're having way too much fun having sex with each other.
Why complicate it with marriage?
Because I don't know.
Marriage complicates a lot of things. Sex starts the complication, and then marriage just takes it a step further.
Are you married?
I would have been. I'm thankful I'm not.
She's got what every middle-aged woman wants. That's a man half her age that screws all night long.
I would have been doing the show to get away from my wife at this point if I was married at this point.
Oh, man.
Go ahead, Carrie.
You guys are rough. And Oprah's latest venture was making a dream come true for a gym teacher from Houston. Maniquini had written a letter to Winfrey expressing her desire, and soon after, with her 68 first-grade students, was on her way to the House of Mouse. Most of the students are from lower-income families, and this was their first vacation. The trip will air this fall as a part of Oprah's 20th anniversary season.
Well, it's nice that Orca did something for the kids.
Yeah, she's trying to make America think that she's a nice person.
Well, it's funny because
until you guys actually meet her,
she wouldn't meet us. We're white.
Stop.
Before we did this show, John was telling me
below the belt
about why he thought that Oprah got all that publicity too.
Oh, what about what Kathy Griffin said?
Yes.
That the day Oprah wakes up and she's not in the variety papers or tabloids, that her life will be over. She lives to see her name in it because it's just an ego thrill. Whether it's bad news,
I don't know.
What is the expression? Bad news, good news in Hollywood. Any news is what you want to hear. Doesn't matter whether it's bad or good.
I don't know.
She kind of took care of that, though. She has her own magazine now, so she doesn't have to worry about that.
And
I'll just put it in my own magazine.
She's on the cover of... Was that your Bill Cosby? Or your
no, that was just me having an aneurysm.
Well, I think Oprah's show is the only thing that really has class in the talk show industry right now.
See, John's going to disagree. He doesn't like Oprah's show at all.
She's a bigot.
Wow, it's harsh. You talk about harsh.
Yeah, that was way harsh.
It's the truth.
Going on,
Go ahead.
Tara Reid is breaking into the E-scene with a travel show that emphasizes clubs and hotspots. What used to be called Wild On was renamed Paradise.
Yes. Yeah, baby, yeah.
The premiere brought her to Greece, where she parasailed, danced, hung out with the Parises, and ran into Urkel. If you'd like to catch this random show, it airs on Wednesdays at 10 p.m. on E!
Did she literally run into Urkel?
Yeah, she ran into Urkel. Well, not ran into.
Yeah, I was going to say, was she running and, oh, look, you're Jill White. Did you play
No.
Urkel?
She just
Did
saw
I do
him
that?
there, right?
Family Matters. I used to watch that show.
That's a great
I watched
name.
that show, too.
Paradise.
I know.
That's
I was
great.
saying that, too.
You said that earlier,
It's so
yeah.
catchy. It's like
I'd watch it.
perfect if your name is Tara.
Why wouldn't you want to watch it?
I know.
Great-looking blonde? I'm there.
But that's it. Oh, my God. And I read of this guy who had, 3 other wives in, different areas in England.
Yeah.
Which is quite ironic because I recently just found out that my great aunt was married to a guy who was married to someone else in Florida. And then he came back, and the lady in Florida actually died. And he came back to New York and gave her his dead wife's clothes. And then messed up.
So wait a minute.
Can you believe that?
He was married to 2 different women.
Yeah.
One in Florida, one in New York.
Yeah.
And
He moved down.
neither one of them knew about each other.
Listen, I don't know. It worked out. He wanted to move to Florida, and she didn't. She wanted to stay with her family in New York. So he went down, married some woman. I don't think she knew about it. He came back after she died in Florida, gave his first wife the second wife's clothes after she died, and continued his marriage with laundry.
Here's my other wife's dirty laundry.
Clothes.
Yeah,
Good
I
Can you
swear
believe
it
that?
is.
Isn't that so funny?
Thank you very
But
much.
That's it for entertainment news. I'm
Thank
Carrie
you
Dillon.
very much. Well, she had to get her plug in.
For Velocity
I am
Live.
Carrie Dillon for Velocity Live. She had to get her plug in. Thank you very much.
Please, you don't plug yourself every 10 seconds.
So, not 10 seconds. I completely forgot.
I do other things every 10 seconds.
Keep your hands above the table.
Fingers.
Thank you. So what are you up to for the weekend?
I don't know yet. I have to work tomorrow. I'm supposed to see a play in the city on Sunday.
Which play?
System Eternal. It's for the Fringe Festival.
Okay.
There you go. Dan's like, what the hell is a Fringe Festival?
Sounds like a bad heavy metal CD.
No.
Dan, what are you up to?
Working.
Hopefully trying to keep all his fingers, too, this week.
Yeah.
Mr. Mulaney?
I'm going to actually try and work on the website.
Oh, my God!
After I take care of the house.
Oh, forget it.
Well, I finally caught that little pesky squirrel. And the brazen little bastard got caught in the cage, man.
Wow, so Mulaney, you're going to kill it?
No. I'm going to be nice and take it to Massapequa and let it out in the woods.
Granny, watch out.
Yeah. Off of exit 30.
You.
That squirrel's going to find its way to Grandma's house.
This one figured out how to get back in the house, man. I mean, it's out of control. And
He's attached. He's attached to you, John.
Yeah, right.
What are you going to do?
Be lucky. Oh, if I had my way, I'd be eating chili peppers.
There you go. Wow. So mean.
Oh, it's a furry little creature.
It's a furry little creature.
I could hunt a couple and make underpants out of them.
Well, I will be in and out this weekend.
Visual.
Where
are you going?
Just to hang out and do a few things and a few girls.
Yeah, no cards?
You wish.
No cards. Please, honey. If you only knew, I don't share all my personal life on the air.
I don't have a personal life.
Wait, so how many girls are you seeing?
2. But
No way.
I just don't want to say their name.
Do they listen?
One does.
And why you just said there's 2 of them?
The other one?
That was a dumb move.
Yeah, that was way dumb.
Well,
I have a question. Do they know about each other?
I'm sure they do.
You're screwed right
Well,
now
now
if
they
they
do.
don't.
Doesn't matter.
I'm 25. Do I want to be tied down with a headache?
Well, you were engaged how many years ago?
A couple years ago. The smartest move that ever happened, getting out of that. I'm telling you, bring in the music.
We're going home.
Who was on hold?
Betty.
I just don't have time for her tonight. It's going to give me a headache.
All right.
Bring in the music.
We still love you, Betty.
And Stuart, we do love you. Although I have an inkling that today was Stuart's birthday.
Really?
Yeah, because there's a half-eaten cake, which I'm sure will still be there on Monday because nobody's going to...
With the other garbage that's still here.
And there's like an R and a T on the end of the cake.
On the cake?
Yeah, I should run down there with my cell phone. We have a few minutes. I should run down there and call up and see what's on the cake. But we have an R and a T on the cake, and I'm assuming it means Stuart because nobody else works here with an R and a T.
Art.
There's somebody here named Art. You look confused, Dad.
There's that little ding-ding in the song. I didn't know, and I'm like, what's beeping in here?
Oh, yeah.
So I think it was Stuart's birthday, so I didn't mean to rag on his
Happy birthday, Stuart.
station, but please run a tighter ship for crying out loud. Get the place cleaned once a week.
It's Damana.
What?
Well.
Madonna.
Oh, I didn't know what you were talking about.
Didn't you ever practice
Damana.
walking backwards?
What did I call it?
I don't know.
I have no idea what...
Damana.
Bamana. That's scary.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you next week. We'll probably have a guest. I don't know who it is yet. And maybe you won't know either. It doesn't do the site. So live in infamy and stay tuned and find out.
This ends another wacky Friday.
Grandma will be back next week, and Carrie will be here next week, and Dan, of course, will be here next week.
Dan lives here.
Yeah.
You know, he never goes home.
Yeah.
We got to get him a cot this week.
Friday through Monday, Dan's days.
And we'll put the cot right in front of camera, too, so we can watch
And just wait. Just wait, because in a few weeks when we start our second season, Dan's going to be going back to school, too. And Dan is going to be so angry and bitter because he's not going to have any downtime, right?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to be miserable. You're not going to want to deal with me.
Lucky you guys.
Wow. Yeah, we didn't even get to touch on that. So next week we have a big announcement also to make that we need to touch on. And Kerry almost let the cat out of the bag. Check the website for details on that. Because we're going to let you know just how you might have a chance to become the next Velocity Live diva.
Website people will find out first.
Website people will find out first this week what we're talking about. In the meantime, have a good week. Betty's still hanging on. I love it. She's hanging on.
Really? Is she? She is a pisser, man.
She's still hanging on. I just... put her on. Quickly.
Betty.
Hey, Betty.
Hello.
Hey.
How are you?
Good.
Hello. I would like to let you know that person last week was not my sister.
We know that.
I am an only child.
All right.
I told you that weeks ago.
Well, we love you.
Thank you. Have a great night.
You too, honey.
Be good, Betty.
Bye,
Take
Betty.
care. Make sure Georgie gives you the high hard one. I'm Paul Verderosa. That's Kerry Dillon.
Man.
That's John Mulaney. That's Dan Moore. WLIE. I do love it here. I only rag and only kid because I can. This is Velocity Live. Stay tuned for more programming coming up at the 1150 branch, which will take you to Network, which will take you to Bruce Williams, another quality man whose show I work on. Listen to his show because Bruce will thank me at the end of the show because I work for Bruce. Good night, everyone, from Velocity Live. We'll see you next week. Madonna, get well soon. We need you to ride your husband and your horse.
Yeah, ride the horse.